From EIMA Web TV, we have here another topic, the international delegations. We have Fabio Ricci, the Vice General Manager of Federunacom, is here with us to talk about it. So, the internationalization of EIMA. It's been an exciting day, with many international delegations visiting the trade fair. Institutional representatives and international operators and buyers invited by the Italian Trade Agency for the promotion of Italian products abroad. Let me give you some figures. Thanks to public funding for EIMA 2022, this year we have been able to receive 450 international operators from over 80 countries and 5 continents. We have used the pavilion devoted to international delegations, which is particularly suitable for B2B meetings and networking initiatives, and also to provide a support to the international delegations visiting the booths of Italian exhibitors. We started yesterday with meetings devoted to Latin America and Canada. Today, we planned B2B meetings with operators from Asia and Oceania, and tomorrow, on the third day, we'll have meetings with European operators. Fabio, thank you. We know how important export is for our companies. Well-established and future markets. We have our own certainties and well-established markets. Where should we try and penetrate? As regards the well-established markets, based on statistical data, we know that France, United States in 2021 surprisingly got the second place after Germany, are the 3 main markets for Italian exports of tractors and agricultural machinery, followed by Spain, UK, Poland, and other countries. Our federation is now, for some years, considering other markets such as South America, Sub-Saharan Africa, and some Asian countries. We've been looking at these areas because they offer some opportunities for Italian products. I'm talking in particular about Sub-Saharan Africa, where there may be considerable demand for advanced mechanization. In Africa, we have 28% of arable land in the world, but at the same time, the mechanization level is extremely limited. So opportunities can be found on that continent, as discussed today at a meeting on Italian cooperation and development. In fact, Italy has some projects in Egypt and India and Libya as well. So we're trying to meet some challenges which have been amplified by the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. I'm particularly talking about shortage of food. There are many countries in Sub-Saharan Africa that depended on wheat imports from Russia and Ukraine, and are now obliged to increase internal productivity in order to meet any increasing domestic demand and ensure food security. I'm asking a bit of a peculiar question. If we look at the maps of the world, the old maps that we had as kids, Italy is such a small country. Why are we so good at making agricultural machinery? How comes our companies have been so good? Is that the result of the diversification that exists in this country, the desire to experiment on new things? We're good at that, aren't we? So we need to congratulate ourselves and to pat ourselves on our shoulders. Yes, we have to recognize that. In fact, Italy has always been a raw material processor in many different sectors, and that applies to agricultural mechanization as well. We're very good for a number of reasons. Number one, our enterprises had to develop technological solutions that could meet the needs of Italian farmers. We have diversified land, hills, mountains, and the Po River Valley. So we have crawler factors and other types of machines that can be used by Italian farmers in different situations. Secondly, in Italy we have small and medium farms compared to the United States and Germany. Of course, I'm talking about competitors in the Western world that are more flexible and can better adapt their machines to the different needs. Third aspect, Italian entrepreneurs are more willing to listen. They want to establish a dialogue with farmers from different countries. So they want to understand what their needs are without just coming up and offering prepackaged products. They want to understand local needs and provide a tailor-made solution, customized solution, the best and most suitable agricultural machine to meet their needs, to meet the needs of African farmers, Asian farmers, or South American farmers. So establishing a dialogue with farmers, right? Yes, is that right? Absolutely. A dialogue with farmers and institutions as well, as is the task of our federation, because interlocutors are mainly the institutions, the Ministry of Agriculture, the agricultural research centers, and the entrepreneurs, importers, and dealers of machinery, and also agricultural entrepreneurs and farmers. And I think this is the strength of made in Italy products. At the meeting I mentioned before, agricultural mechanization was discussed, including precision agriculture in Egypt and Libya. In fact, precision agriculture can be implemented in developing countries too. In fact, they have to meet the challenge of the climate change by better rationalizing their water resources. Climate change is all over the place, all over the world. That's a fact. We are experiencing it at home. Italian agriculture has lost a lot of money over the last few years due to climate change. We do have the technologies necessary to better manage water resources and to adopt a more rational use of seeds, fertilizers and chemicals in agriculture, so paying more attention to the environment and envisaging a sustainable agriculture through digital solutions and applications to precision agriculture. In this way, we can provide a solution for many challenges. We have some specialized showcases here at EMA Digital and EMA Hydrotech, and of course, without forgetting the other showcases where manufacturers displayed their advanced technological solutions in order to meet the challenges for the agriculture. Just one final point. I really liked what President Malavolti said in answering a question on the price of our machines. And the President said that it's not a cost, it's an investment. Of course, you're paying more, but the machine works in a more sophisticated way, which is going to retain its value over time. Whenever you decide to replace or sell the machine, you will cash in a good value. Price is good quality. You're right. It takes a paradigm change. They need to change their mindset, especially in developing countries. We're doing that in our journeys in scouting missions to sub-Saharan Africa, South Africa, Southeastern Asia. In fact, buying an agricultural machine is an investment. You spend more today to spend less in the future. And truth be said, during the year, I've been in Africa quite a few times to represent our federation. We are involved in an initiative launched by the Italian Foreign Ministry and International Cooperation, the Atanasi Plan. Our ambassador that was killed in the Republic of Congo. Main goal of the project is increasing the presence of made in Italy products in many strategic sectors, including agribusiness. In fact, we know that in many African countries, the primary sector accounts for a large share of the GNP, and in some countries takes up 40 to 50% of local manpower. So, African farmers have a different attitude. In the very near past, in fact, they relied on low-cost technology coming from Asian countries, and I'm not naming names here, attracted by the fact that they could spend less, or they could spend the same amount of money and buy more than one machine. But then they realized the quality level and reliability were very poor. And another very relevant point, they received no after-sales service, which is to be provided in all countries when you have machinery. We need to focus on this point. In fact, selling an agricultural machinery is not enough without providing any after-sales service, but you also need to train local farmers and teach them how to use the machines and adopt advanced agronomic practices. It goes hand in hand, machines and advanced farming technology. technologies and techniques, and this, of course, in order to promote the growth of the primary sector in many countries. Thank you very much for being with us for a long time. Thank you very much. This is just the beginning of the trade fair. It's going to be a series of hot days. Yes, very hot days, exciting, very demanding days. So I wish you a good visit to AIM. I'm sure you're going to find the technological solutions you're looking for and that are best suited to your needs in all parts of the world. Thank you.